the 2K Sports pregame show.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Looking at that last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a win against the Wizards in Washington.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And the Clippers starting five. Beasley out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Tyreek Evans. Then there's Burke. And it's Oladipo in at the two. Baltimore shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for two.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Screen by Cousins. Evans outside. Dishes it to Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Leans inside. It's deflected. There's the pass to Hardaway. Over to the left wing. Dellavedova. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Dellavedova's got his first basket of the night. Last outing for Baltimore, they won that game against Indiana.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Oubre. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up this year with Baltimore.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Yeah, you know, most teams have games where they wish they could get a mulligan or take it back. Well, last year, their one loss in this series was one I know they wanted back.
A nice shot by Booker.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
To the paint, here's Beasley. Banked in off the glass. Beasley's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a new group getting ready for Baltimore. Embiid, he's checked in for Jordan. Dawson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. McDaniels, he's checked in for Oubre. And Curry subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And here is Los Angeles now. There's the pick. Now the feed to Cousins. And here's Stauskas from the arc. Can't get it to go. And Baltimore going the other way now. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his first 2 points.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Stauskas kicks to Cousins.
That's his first personal foul into the line for your Baltimore team. Andre Iguodala.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Nato. No good on the buzzer beater.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And Clippers head coach Doc Rivers told us earlier he wants to embrace criticism and embrace lofty expectations. Doc Rivers is really a master motivator, isn't he? I mean, it's almost jiu-jitsu, the way he takes something like criticism and Clark turns it into a compliment.
How could you not want to play for Doc? I mean, he's the ultimate players coach and the kind of guy his players would do anything for. He's played the game, and he's a tremendous communicator.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Oh!
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really,
Good try.
in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Looking at who's out there now for Baltimore. Hardaway comes in for Embiid, and it's Booker in for DeAndre Jordan. Now, here's Oladipo. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Wizards in Washington, and that one's good.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Kicks it to McDaniels, and it's Curry at the elbow. Top of the key, McDaniels shoots. No good from Booker.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. Way to work it up quick. That's a nice break.
For Baltimore, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. It's Iguodala with the drive. Here's Hardaway. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Beasley, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
A good job here in the second. I mean, they're pounding it inside, getting it to the hoop, going strong to the rim. I mean, that's power basketball at its best.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And the Clippers have possession. Booker dishes to Curry. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out left to the wing. Now here's Booker, covered by Beasley. Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Here's Curry with the 3, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
No good from Beasley. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Doc, as we get into the second half, what do you expect to see from this offense you're facing tonight?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
They played aggressive, lockdown defense. That was the main difference in the first half. Because when you come out and establish that you're going to play physical, that sets the tone for the rest of the game. On top of that, I think they showed more energy, outworking and out-hustling.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, KJ McDaniels getting it done today.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
We've got DeAndre Jordan. Hardaway is out there with Oubre. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Booker in at the 2. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Burke kicks to Beasley. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And the wide open shot from Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Baltimore has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Hardaway for 3. Tyreke Evans comes up with the rebound. The Clippers trail. Oladipo outside. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Evans kicks to Beasley. Pass to Oladipo. Again, the Clippers.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half. Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. .90 seconds now into the second half. Embiid kicks to Dellavedova from outside the arc. Hill pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 3. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Booker in the corner. Feeds it to Dellavedova. Jordan the pass to Oubre. Outside Jordan. Three-pointer. Dellavedova. Hill pulls it.